Hey VC, this is Chris. I'm back to do another Gimme 10 video for the vinyl community's viewing pleasure. This is Gimme 10 for 1955. Feels like a long overdue video since I see that Sounds Strange is at least up to 57. So I had trouble finding content for this other than just showing a bunch of Vladimir Horowitz playing various things from 55, or Rubinstein, various pianists. So Rob has been, at Sounds Strange, has been showing more content where he's got selected pieces that premiered that year or were composed. But these will be mostly albums that were released in 1955. Not all, but mostly, and it'll be more like a normal, typical Gimme 10, where it'll be less classically oriented than some of the other videos. So to get on with it, start with a little jazz. This is Art Tatum solo masterpieces on the Pablo label. As you can see, this is a rather rough library copy. There's the Pablo label. These were put out. This is a 13 LP set that was put out in 77, I think. But I started picking them up individually, so I just kept going in that route. This one has sessions from 53, 54, and 55. And I have 10 of the 13 volumes so far, so I'm still looking for a vinyl. Well, I've got 3 on CD, but I'm looking for volume 9 and I guess volume 13. So this is a nice clean version of volume 2, but it doesn't have anything from 55. And then volume 4 is the same. That's just 53 and 54 sessions. Then volume 5 has a demo stamp up there in the corner, but this has January 1955 session, same as on volume 1. So there's a few other volumes here. Maybe I'll find the rest of them. They're not very expensive. So next, some folk music from 1955. So this is Alfred Deller, The Three Ravens. So this is songs of folk and minstrelsy out of Elizabethan England. So countertenor with guitar and lute accompaniment by Desmond Dupree. This is on the Vanguard label. And then some more classical type. This is Ernesto Lecuona playing his own compositions from 1955. He's a Cuban composer and pianist. And this is on the RCA label. And some more folk. Oscar Brand, Bawdy Songs and Backroom Ballads, Volume 1. So this is on the nice damage there. Again, more thrift store staple type stuff. On the Audio Fidelity label. And some more jazz. Giuffre. The Giuffre 4. Tangents in Jazz on Capitol. And that's that rainbow type label from Capitol. And some just pop music, I guess. Frankie Laine, Command Performance. So he does songs of the day. High Noon is one that he would return to. Jezebel. So this isn't, to me, he doesn't hit his peak until he gets to Hellbent for Leather, I think was 1960 album, which is all like Western movie theme songs. On Columbia. And then some more vocal music. The Colgate 13, a choral group associated with Colgate University. This was put out on a major label, which is sort of unusual for these type things, but there it is on an RCA, maroon RCA label. The Colgate 13. Variety of tracks here. Summertime, a Gershwin song, Ballin' the Jack, Stormy Weather, Scarlet Ribbons, White Christmas. Colgate 13. And then another folk album. Richard Dyer-Bennet. This is volume 1, or just it's titled 1. So, folk songs with, sung by Mr. Dyer-Bennet, accompanying himself on guitar, and this is on his own label. Dyer-Bennet. And then some back to classical. This is Robert Helps, and this is Symphony Number 1, first track there. That was composed in 1955. This was a reissue compilation put out in 1996. Half of the CD is piano selections from later on, but Symphony Number 1 from 1955 on the CRI label, Composer Recordings. And then the last piece, rounded out with classical, the classic album, Goldberg Variations by Glenn Gould, the Canadian pianist. This is his 1955 version, and I think he would do later versions too. Maybe those will pop up. Contains a cardboard stock inner sleeve with instructions on how to handle the records, plus additional liner notes. On the Columbia Masterworks label. So there's the 6-eye gray Columbia label. So that's what I've got for 1955. So I need to go and start working on 1956, and maybe I'll have better luck with finding things to show. So everyone, nice talking to you, or talking at you. So see you later.